Okay, guys, welcome to my little fire ceremony. And this video is going to be an activation of your psychic mediumship abilities. So if you consent, continue to watch, otherwise, scroll away. But basically, if you want to communicate with loved ones that have passed into other realms and transitioned, then it is really simple to reconnect with them. And the way that you do it is by cultivating peace within yourself, within your own energy field. Okay? Only then, when you create and emanate a high level of peace from your being, from your heart chakra, only when you get to that high level will your loved ones who have passed be able to rest in that peace, in your peace. When you cultivate peace within you, they are able to then rest in your peace. And that is the connection. That becomes the tether point. And they will start to communicate with you and leave you clues and messages, and you will feel their presence and their energy, and they will start to live through you. So yeah, it is possible to communicate with beings that are in the non-physical realm. People who have passed on and transitioned out of this physical realm move into the non-physical realm. And it is possible because you are the bridge. You are the tether that connects. And you do this by finding inner peace within yourself and cultivating it and anchoring it deeply into your heart chakra. And when you really anchor in a deep level of peace in your heart chakra, and it is to the point where it's overflowing and just emanating so powerfully from your being, you open up all kinds of bridges to other realms and dimensions to connect with all kinds of gods and goddesses and guardians and protectors and spirit animals and all of your ancestors. So peace really is the foundation for enlightenment. So basically, you just got to think of it like this. You have an enormous heart, and all of these beings that you want to connect with, all of your soul family live within your heart. And it's that frequency of peace that you cultivate in your heart that keeps it all peaceful and harmonious. So yeah, peace is very powerful. As a collective, we are channeling the Buddha in a very big way, a very significant way at the moment. So I invite you to step into your Buddha nature. The Buddha taught non-reaction and non-violence. And yeah, it's just incredibly beautiful to experience all the people that you love living through you, downloading and channeling their wisdom and knowledge through you into you to create something incredibly beautiful. And you can start to see that we're all working together to create this tapestry, this living, breathing artwork that is all of our lives put together. It's a never-ending poem. It's a Bohemian Rhapsody. 3 magpies are significant. But yeah, there is lots of beautiful things that you can do when you plug into the divine, when you open yourself up to it. The divine is limitless. It's an infinite creator being. It can do anything. It's pure magic, guys. And I think the best thing that you can do is just be really humble about everything, just because the universe is going to humble you. So you might as well just be humble in the first place, and then you don't have to have those experiences where you do get humbled. So yeah, just staying really humble, and just honoring this higher power, this unknown, this mystery, this never-ending story that just continues to reveal itself. Because life is a mystery, and I think it's really best that we keep it that way. Just the element of mystery and inviting that into your perspective, it just changes the energy of the body significantly, and the mind. It offers an expansion of the mind. You can tangibly feel this simply by just perceiving and being open to miracles or angels or magic. You can just play around with like the fairy tale nature of life. Because how we perceive reality is how we create reality. So if you perceive it as a beautiful fairy tale where everything works out in the end and everything is working out for the highest good along the whole journey, then you can live in the fairy tale. And if you start to view your life as a fairy tale, as miracles unfolding, angels watching over you, ancestors guiding you, spirit animals protecting you, you start to raise your frequency and you really anchor in a deep level of inner peace and joy. Because when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change, right? How you perceive is how you create. Perception is creation. All right, so I also just want to jump on here and have a bit of a yarn. Now, the number 3 is very significant. Jungle magic is very significant, and the stag is very significant as well at this time. So you might have been noticing the stag trees. These are the dead trees that look like deer antlers, and they hold the frequency of the stag, a powerful spirit protector animal that stops at nothing to protect its divine children. And guess what? You are a divine child of the stag. And let's talk about this jungle magic energy. So there is magic unfolding in your reality. It's coming in 3s. Cars are significant as well. And there's certain people that you are meeting, okay, that are very significant. Pay attention when you randomly, like nothing's random, but when you seemingly randomly bump into someone that you know or someone from your past, just note their name and just meditate and just be open to they have a powerful message for you. So look for clues like people wearing a specific type of hat that maybe you have worn in the past. Maybe they have a feather in their cap. And you've probably seen some comets in the sky lately. And what the comets represent is your meta-human self. Just saying a little cheeky hello, reminding you of your infinite potential. And what you're noticing at this time is that you're having like thoughts in your head and then they're manifesting in the physical. You're thinking of something and then it manifests, seemingly out of nowhere. All right, and for the people who have watched this far to 7 minutes and 33 seconds, I'll let you in on a little secret. The secret is you are living in your fairy tale and you can bend it to your desires. This is your dream. Okay, you'll go through a process of facing all of your fears, right? Overcoming all of them, remembering on a deep level and a tangible level that we live in a mental universe where nothing can harm you. Okay, you'll process all of that in your mind, just like Alice did in Alice in Wonderland. And then you'll wake up in the dream, your dream, and you'll realize yourself as the creator. You'll activate your inner magician because you're starting to see now that your words, the words that you speak, create your reality. You are experiencing this now. Okay, so be very, very, very careful with the words that you speak. Be careful with the people that you allow into your energy field because people will test you. People will try and get you to speak certain words to produce and manifest a certain timeline, the timeline that they desire. The spiritual warfare continues, right? But now you're at a level where you're really aware of it. Okay, you get the warnings and the clues from the universe about when spiritual attacks are coming. Like you can feel it before it comes. You're getting really good at this now. And so it's a game of non-reaction to any false illusions, false timelines that aren't yours. You just give them no energy now. You just stand in your truth and your authenticity, knowing yourself as the creator. And you decide what you want to experience and what you want to manifest with your mind and with your energy by channeling it to the places you desire. Okay, so if this video found you, you are realizing yourself as a powerful creator being. So this video is an activation of your psychic mediumship abilities, but it's also an activation of your Christ consciousness. It's an activation of the Kundalini. If you're a Hindu, it might be the Krishna consciousness or the Paramahansa Yogananda consciousness or the Ganesha consciousness. If you're a Muslim, it might be the Muhammad consciousness. All right, I'll catch up.